I'd like to welcome you all to the 2013 Workforce Development Construction 101 Pre-Apprentice Program. A lot of names, graduation ceremony. Over the past 8 weeks, the 11 gentlemen and lady sitting to your left learned quite a bit over 8-week umbrella. Between myself, I was the hands-on instructor. My name is Tim Draper. And then I'll introduce everyone on the stage from my left to right. We have Todd Blankenstein from Lancaster Career Link, and Todd is a reentry specialist. We have Miss Anna Ramos. She is the site administrator for Pennsylvania Career Link of Lancaster County. Scott Shealy is the executive director of Lancaster County Workforce Investment Board. Dr. Griscom is the president of Thaddeus Stevens College. Daniel Knoll is a carpentry instructor here at Thaddeus Stevens, along with myself. He did the classroom, the theory part of the program. And myself, Tim Draper, did the hands-on. We also have Mr. Chad Baker is filming the ceremony, and Mr. Tim Creamer is in charge of the audio-visual. So any comments and acknowledgements, we'll pass on to in order according to the program. So I'll introduce you, Ms. Anna Ramos.
Hello, and welcome everybody. Thank you for this opportunity to be here for this great event and to celebrate these graduates. As it was mentioned, my name is Anna Ramos. I'm the site administrator at the PA Career Link. So pretty much what that means is I know all of your names and some of your faces because I see your files come through. You get to see all the services that you engage at the Career Link, and I'm really proud to see you complete this step today. And I'm also pleased to be able to acknowledge all of your hard work and perseverance, and not only completing the program, but acknowledging the importance of continued learning and the importance of the work keys credential. There's a lot of individuals here from the Career Link that are proud to see you complete all of those tasks. At the Career Link, we also have a team of individuals whose main focus is to understand the needs of the employers. We also have individuals from our business service team here, and also thank you to our employers that acknowledge the importance of being here today as well. And it's our main focus at the Career Link to really understand the needs of the employers in our area, also know the skills of the individuals coming through our doors, and help make those matches. So I thank all of you for being here today and understanding the importance of helping you become gainfully employed. I just want to mention to continue with your goals. It doesn't stop here. We do have a motto at the Career Link, so what's your next step? Hopefully you all have a next step. Hopefully you walk out the doors and you are offered a job. If that doesn't happen, please come back to us. Engage in our services. I know you all know who this guy is back here behind me, Todd, and he will be at your tails as well, helping you with those next steps. I just want to say congratulations to all of you. Thank you for understanding the importance of being here today and acknowledging all the hard work that you have done in the past few weeks, and we couldn't be more proud of you. I just want to introduce to you now Todd Blankenstein, who was mentioned. He's the reentry specialist and who is very active in helping all of the individuals get to this point. Todd?
I just want to say congratulations. I know started this journey, some of you, even prior to starting Construction 101, I need to let you all know they all had to complete a Ready to Work program down at Career Link, which is a national certification. Some actually, Hector, also along with this training, obtained a welding certificate and blueprint training, along with customer service. There's a lot of people to thank too. Thaddeus Stevens for doing this every year. Dr. Griscom and the instructors are awesome. The school is great, and I'm hoping maybe some of you, or me, may end up coming to Stevens Tech in your future. I believe in this school, and I believe in what it does, and I'm out every day talking to employers about people that maybe have made a mistake in the past. And I'm giving them an opportunity to make get a life-sustaining job. They can pay their bills, pay their fines, support their children. They want to do what all of us want to do. And for you all out there, we need to get the word out to talk to the employers about we have people here that can work hard. Yes, they may have something in their past, they may have made a mistake, but they're working hard to overcome that and want to be productive. This whole crew here is on my list. So we need to get out there and talk to, if you talk to employers, send them down to talk to me. Okay? I also want to thank my partners down here, Andrew Shealy and our intern, Andrew Heiss. They've been out the last week handing out information about all the training you guys have gone through. To try to get the employers familiar with the kind of stuff that you've learned. Okay? And hopefully help them land a job. So I know they were out all over Lancaster yesterday, all over the county, talking to employers, handing out pamphlets, and really appreciate that. Also want to thank the CareerLink and the Workforce Investment Board. Every year they come through. We're always wondering, are we going to do this or are we not going to do this? I'm so thankful that we do it. And Mr. Shealy, who's my boss, but come through every year. It's so awesome to see this. This is my favorite graduation. See you guys up here are very proud of what you've accomplished, and you should be very proud of what you've done. Okay? I tell you what, this class has been awesome. You guys, this is probably, I hate to say one of the best, but I don't know, but I think this is one of the best we've ever had come through here. I always come down, you guys are always enthusiastic, you're positive, you think about what you want to do next, where your future is going to be, and you want to do well. And that's what it's all about. Get hope for people, provide hope, people will do well. It's encouragement, and you guys motivate me. Okay, so thank you. You're why I keep doing what I do is because of you guys. And these instructors, Mr. Draper and Mr. Knoll, thank you. I appreciate what you do. It's awesome. It's very hard at times to get. People have a stigma about someone with a record, or maybe they've been in prison, or whatever. And they sort of have an idea, we're worried about hiring or talking to someone. But I think the more you get involved with this, you understand that I've been in this business 30 years. Most of the people that I've dealt with want to do well, want an opportunity, will jump at any kind of training they can get to better themselves, and just want an opportunity to talk to someone and maybe get in an opportunity they can provide for their families. Okay? Our job at CareerLink is to try to advocate for you. We made you go through some hoops though. You did Ready to Work. Some of you did some other occupational skill training, and then you did 8 weeks here. So we're ready to go. We want to advocate. The one thing I want to say to you all is I'm hoping, I know if you can't, but Friday I have allotted 10 o'clock if y'all can get down to the CareerLink, because I want to talk to you about some other services that can help you get a job that we can provide, and maybe also some job leads, and maybe also we want to talk about what direction some of you may want to go on to further schooling, education, and what we want to do. Okay? We want us to don't leave here and get lost. Okay? Come down, stay in touch. We will work our butts off. Andrew and the intern, and I also want to say that our representative from our business service team, Sheldon Esch, is right here also. That's looking at resumes and working to try to get employers to at least talk to you and maybe try to get you in an interview. So there's a lot of people in your corner. Okay? That doesn't mean it's going to go smooth. Okay? You're going to get knocked down. Okay? I coach football, and you get knocked down a lot. It's what you do when you get back up. That's the important part. Okay? So don't lose faith. Keep at it. And you know, just keep working you guys did awesome. I love going down to that class and see you guys. I wish I could have got down more, but at least, you know, I got down once or twice a week. You guys were always doing it. Great attitude. It was just awesome. In closing, I break this out about once every 2 or 3 years. I know Scott's heard it already. I know you guys have heard it. I know Dr. Kristen has heard it already. So just bear with me. So I'm going to read this. It's like a parable or whatever you want to call it. I don't know why. I always like it. I think it always fits. I'm just going to read this and then I'm done. Okay? A parable. That's what it is. It's called Shake It Off and Step Up. A parable is told of a farmer who owned an old mule. The mule fell into a farmer's well. The farmer heard the mule praying, or whatever mules do when they fall into wells. After carefully assessing the situation, the farmer sympathized with the mule, but decided that neither the mule nor the well was worth the trouble of saving. Instead, he called his neighbors together and told them what had happened. And he enlisted them to haul dirt, to bury the old mule in the well, and put him out of his misery. Initially, the old mule was hysterical. But as the farmer and his neighbors continued shoveling and the dirt hit his back, a thought struck him. It suddenly dawned on him that every time a shovel load of dirt landed on his back, he should shake it off and step up. This he did, blow after blow. Shake it off, step up. Shake it off, step up. Shake it off, step up. He repeated to encourage himself. No matter how painful the blows or distressing the situation seemed, the old mule fought panic and just kept right on shaking it off and stepping up. You're right. It wasn't long before the old mule, battered and exhausted, stepped triumphantly over the wall of that well. What seemed like it would bury him actually blessed him, all because of the manner in which he handled his adversity. That's life. If we face our problems and respond to them positively and refuse to give in to panic, bitterness, or self-pity, the adversities that come along to bury us usually have within them the potential to benefit and bless us. Remember that forgiveness, faith, prayer, praise, and hope are all excellent ways to shake it off and step it up out of the wells in which we find ourselves. So, thank you, guys.
Hi everybody, I'm Scott Shealy with the Workforce Investment Board. Todd's really the heart and soul of what we do, and thank you, Todd. I wanted to give you just a little bit different perspective in terms of kind of where you're at right now and what kind of things are possible. Most people have never heard of the Workforce Investment Board, but one of the things we do, and we're really responsible for, is to look forward. So not just 2 years or 3 years, but 10 years in terms of what are we going to need as far as the industry that's so important in our economy here in Lancaster County. And what we find over and over again that employers are saying to us is that we need people, and we need skilled people who can do the job that we need to have happen. It's kind of hard to hear that message at the point right now where we're at, where we're still coming off of a long recession. There has not been a lot of jobs, but we see that coming back. But as we look to the future, one of the things we see that's very, very important is you're probably really poised at the beginning of a really big area of expansion, or at least opportunities for jobs. Here's the thing that's happening, is that a lot of the people my age, with the gray hair, if they have hair, are beginning to retire. And what we're going to see over the next 10 to 15 years is one of the largest exits of people from the workforce that we've ever had, because the baby boom group, the people who are my age, are going to be retiring, leaving the workforce. What that's going to do is it's going to double, triple, in some cases quadruple the number of people that we need in various occupations. I will tell you that you are poised at the very beginning of what we call a career pathway. It's a place that you start, you get some basic skills, but you have to begin adding on skills and will lead you other places. both in the construction world. The construction is an aging industry. Many of the people who are the most talented people in that industry are 50 and over. Manufacturing is another industry that is going through that right now, where many of the people who are in that age range are moving out of it, and again has the need for many, many skilled workers. The skills that you have learned, and again, as Todd said, many of these are ones that you actually get a national credential. These are ones you can take other places throughout the country, and they will be recognized. These are key kind of building blocks to some of the other things you can do. So I know we call this Construction 101, and actually the skills really do fit very nicely with the construction industry. But keep in mind as you begin to do your job search that these skills that you have also work very, very well in areas like manufacturing. Manufacturing is one of the areas where we're seeing a lot of growth right now, and you can get in as a forklift driver, you can get in as a machine operator, that sort of thing. And again, many of the skills that you have will actually help you connect. So if you want to kind of take it the next step, as you're doing your job search, connect back with Todd in terms of other kind of things that are happening. Anna and her staff at the CareerLink really have done a great job in offering a lot of alternatives. And then the other part is, keep in mind that getting a job is really what most of us are interested in, but the other part of the pathway and the other way you can go with that, because paths always have places where you can turn off and try something different, is that this school right here is one of the most well-known schools in the state in terms of technical training. And the fact that you have been through the programming here in this introductory way also kind of opens the door to other things you can do here and also through the Lancaster County Career and Technology Center. The kind of education that you would get at the associate degree level is also very important, and as we move into some of the technical skill sets that are out there that employers are looking for, you really do need to think about that kind of training. I hope you hear in what I've said that you're not done. You're really just at the beginning of the pathway. And good place to be, lots of prospects for the future. But what will have to happen, whether you do that formally by going to some additional schooling, or whether you get a job and your employer does training, because lots of employers are doing that kind of thing as well. You need to keep learning. That's really the most important thing going forward. And in the midst of that, you can't let the other kind of things that are going on in the rest of your life kind of get in the way. That's where you have to go back and you have to kind of lean into some of the other folks that are around you. See all these people here? They're not here they just didn't drop by. They're here because they care about you. And this is your support system. The CareerLink is your support system. Thaddeus, Stevens, these teachers right here, I know that people come back year after year and say, hey, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing some really great things. These are an important part of what you have to connect with to kind of keep going in the right direction. So I'll add to what everybody else has said. Congratulations. You've accomplished something that's very, very positive. But I'm going to also ask you to step up because you have to keep learning. And that's so important for your future. So good luck. I like to come to these graduations better than going to college graduations because I think it's really much more meaningful, and we really know what you guys have been through and appreciate the work that you've done. So congratulations, good luck. Let me introduce the fellow that runs this place, President of Thaddeus Stevens College, Bill Griscom.
I just wanted to say one thing in my thanks, and I see Brenda's over here. Brenda Chavez from Ready to Work. You all know her, helping you with your resumes. Brenda's to say thank you. I'm going to make sure
I didn't know I was on the program, so I don't have anything prepared, but just a couple of things. I'd like to add my congratulations to what's already been said here. I mean, Scott talked about career pathways, and you need to understand this is not an end. This is a beginning. This is a milestone along the way. We work with manufacturers. I'm talking to manufacturing companies and all kinds of technical companies on a daily basis, and I know what they're looking for. I'm an employer myself. I have 150 people that I employ here. And I can tell you what we're all looking for. We would love to see technical skills and so forth, but the most brilliant person that has the greatest skills in the world, who's the smartest person in the world, if they're not at work, they're not worth anything to me. So before I worry about those things, the first thing I want somebody that comes to work every day, on time, drug and alcohol free, ready to be a member of a team, to solve problems consensually, to always give their best, trying to make things better for the organization so that we can meet our mission. If you do those things, regardless of what your skill set might be, you're going to be valuable and you're going to have an opportunity to move up. And that's like number one. And I talked to companies. I just talked to Frank Greiner from Greiner Industries out here on 283, who's expanding and who's losing his workforce and could do twice as much business if he could find skilled people. He pays a lot of money to. And he can't get, in fact, they just gave us $1 million so that we could buy this Army Depot down here below the campus and expand what we're doing because they need more skilled employees. He just can't get them. And what Scott talked about, all the people retiring, I'm seeing that every day. I'm seeing it at Harley Davidson. I'm seeing it at the air conditioning company. I'm seeing it everywhere. Alcoa, we have tons of people that work at Alcoa. So there are opportunities for you. I'd like to, I talked about making mistakes. I've never known anybody in my life that didn't make a mistake. God knows I've made some that I'm not real proud of. And you have to put those things behind you. You have to own up to them, and then you move on. And you're doing that. I'd like to commend the people that are out here in the audience. Certainly myself and no one I know ever made it in this world by themselves. We all need help along the way. And the fact that you got folks out here that are rooting for you, that are coming here today, that's a resource. And I tell you to keep doing what you're doing. I tell you to keep doing because you're on the right track. And it's not going to be easy. I've been there before. Nobody would have ever thought I was going to graduate from high school. I almost did graduate from high school. And there's nobody that knew me when I was in high school that ever thought that I would go to any form of college, let alone be the president of a college. But getting married at 19 and having a baby, grow up pretty quickly, and I learned, keeping 2 jobs and working night and day for a number of years. A lot's possible. Most of it's hard work. It's not, people are pretty much the same intelligence. Most of it's just hard work and determination. And you've demonstrated that so far. So just keep it up because anything's possible. And there's incredible resources around this place. This college is the only one in Pennsylvania. We provide an education essentially at no cost for students who are financially disadvantaged. 51% of our students essentially pay nothing here. We provide lodging, food, $250 a semester for books and tools. You have the Career Link, probably one of the best ones in the state, the best workforce investment board maybe in the country, right here in your backyard. So there are opportunities to get this training and move on. It's up to you. And so keep doing what you're doing. And again, I congratulate you.
And we absolutely love to teach this program. It's just there's something special about it. This Construction 101 class, I'm not even sure how many years we've done this now, but it's been very positive every time and very special, and it's got its own unique training that we give. It's only about 8, 9, or 10 weeks long at different times, but there's a lot of training in those weeks, and you can ask these students. They'll tell you all the things that they've done just in a matter of 8 weeks. Anna and Todd and Brenda, and I met Sheldon just this morning. Thank you for your support and coming out this morning as well. And definitely Scott. We definitely feel his support all the time, and I'd like to certainly thank Dr. Griscom for being behind this program as well at this college and allowing us to host it here year after year. And I don't know if he understands how valuable it is that he allows us to do that here. But we thank you, Dr. Griscom, and for the excellent job that you do here at the college. And I did want to also recognize, you didn't realize it, but this morning before they came in here, they were meeting already with some contractors from a couple different companies. I'd like to recognize Jeff. Would you mind just standing up with Jeff Pierce? from Warfel Construction. He was just talking to the students, and there's some openings with his company, and he's interested possibly with some of these students. Also, there was Brian Vakos was here from Keystone Custom Homes, was just talking to the students and giving some information about some available positions there. And I believe there's also Rod Lawcuff. Is there Rod here this morning? Just want to make sure I didn't miss him if he was. From High Steel. Has an interest as well, I think what Sheldon was telling me. So that's only 3 companies. So there's a lot of good signs out there that things are really starting to open up with the economy, and you're in a really good position right now. And but as it's been said here already this morning, I want to make sure I add to it. It's traditional that I add my part to say that every day you got to make choices. And you've been making the right choices that I know about for the past 8 weeks. You've made the choice, whether you felt like it or not, to get up and come to class. And that's half the battle, I think, right there. You've got to be, if you ask any company, they'll say to be dependable, and also the second important thing is to have a good attitude. They're not asking you to be perfect, but you come to work and you're willing to learn, you're willing to put forth a lot of effort, and you're very dependable. And if you have some knowledge and skill, certainly that's a plus. And that's what we've done, and we've given you some of that training. But the whole package has to go together to make it successful. And I think you've understood that. I think you've gotten that message in these past 8 weeks. You've heard it plenty of times, I think, haven't you, about attitude and about coming every day, being there on time, and just being willing to learn whatever you can. So I want to congratulate you for going through these past 8 weeks. I always enjoyed building a relationship with you guys, and hopefully you'll continue to be successful beyond this, of course. And maybe you'll stop back and let us know how you're making out. We can certainly find out through Todd the passion that he has. He's always excited to share good information with us, the stories that he's hearing about you guys. I know Lawrence Nixon, we were just talking, Jeff, with your company. He came through this program and went through our 2-year carpentry program here at the college. And now he's in a good position there.
Yeah, he's currently going to be enrolling in the apprenticeship program, but I got a chance to read his performance reviews. We do it on an annual basis, and it stated he has a great attitude and gets along with everyone and is very polite. And like you had said, and the other speaker, that speaks volumes. You come in with that mindset, we'll train you, and then the sky's the limit. And I tell our employees, you can go as far as you want, just by applying yourself in that fashion. So we're hoping to bring on some more.
Absolutely. And I think Jeff has Stevens graduates working for Warfel, and a lot of good things are being presented back to us. We're hearing some really good feedback, and you guys can help continue that we would continue to hear good things. If you would get interviewed and hired there, continue filling those shoes and make us proud, as you already have for the past 8 weeks. So congratulations. We have the main certificates for 210 hours of training for the past 8 weeks. And as we call your name, hopefully we say it correctly, and you come up and we'll shake your hand and give your certificate. First name off here is Derek Bailey. And Michael Burdick. David Marley. Michael McKinney.
Michael McKinney wasn't on the program, undergraduates. I take responsibility for that, it's my fault. I apologize to him in advance.
Giovanni Redmond. Courtney Reisinger. She's the only female, and she certainly held her own, though, if you ask any of these guys, right? She did very well. David Sauerbeer. Frederick Thomas. Hector Vargas Gonzalez. Richard Lassen. And last but not least, Bobby Murray. Mr. Draper and I are going to share some extra certificates that we always give out. And we tell these students right from day one, and it's very interesting to watch the competition and see how it kind of pans out here. We tell them of another very important certificate that employers like to see, and that would be perfect attendance. And I know there's certain reasons why, you know, there might be a student that may have missed a day or two for really good reasons. But hey, we give out certificates for perfect attendance if you make it all the way through without missing. And I think we had 5 different students that did that. First, we'd like to call up Richard Lawson. And Hector Vargas Gonzalez. David Sauerbeer. Michael Burdick. And Derek Bailey. And I'm also going to share with you from teaching the theory end of it, we have a highest GPA, which is grade point average. Somebody had their bullseye on their back for the longest time all the way through. They did not get the highest GPA by the end, but I will recognize that person here in a minute. But we had the highest GPA that had an average of a 97.6. So keep in mind the 0.6 for when you hear, there's 2 other people I want to recognize. The highest GPA is David Sauerbeer, 97. We decided to do a highest GPA honorable mention because when you hear the grades, you'll see why. There was a 97.4 that was done by Richard Lawson. And then the student that had the bullseye on their back that was carrying the highest GPA all the way until the very end ended up with a 97.2 was Bobby Murray.
During every session, we always give out a most outstanding student. And it was kind of tough to pick. We could only pick one. And this person had kind of a balance between the theory with Mr. Noel as well as the hands-on with me. As far as knowledge, following directions, completing tasks, and working along with everyone else. Like I said, there's only one. I can only pick one. This year, Mr. Noel and I both selected Richard Watson. We also have to give out an award for the most improved student, combination hands-on, this year was kind of close as far as who was most improved. You know, trying to see who started out, you know, not at the highest level, but kind of excelled. And we narrowed it down to 2. So there's 2 most improved. And hopefully we don't take away from the award, but both of them equally deserve it. We have first we have David Sourbeer. And Mr. Michael McKinney. And our last certificate is a new award we decided to give out. It's a Golden Hammer Award. It goes to the student that showed the most flair hands-on overall. And I think this person probably, I'm not sure if they've swung probably a few things, maybe not or never a hammer before. Kind of stood out, and they can go work alongside of anyone out in the field and handle it, male or female. This year, Golden Hammer Award goes to Courtney Reisinger. She's tough. One more time, give a round of applause to. I didn't get a chance to really go up and give a spiel as far as you guys, but it's been a pleasure working with you. I wish you the best. So if you need help, Todd is always there. Anyone at CareerLink, Brenda, Andrew, Sheldon, any of those guys. But you know, we're always here. You know where we're at here. Well, me and Mr. Norwood will be here for many years, God willing. And if you guys ever need anything, call, drop in to see us. You know, we'll do whatever we have to do to make sure you guys are successful. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.